end of the Blue Line's 54th Cermak branch, where buses are waiting to take us into the heart of neighboring west suburban communities loaded with charm, history, and a touch of the unusual. Our destination? Cicero and the neighboring community of Berwyn. You may not realize it, but the CTA serves 40 suburban communities, giving you 40 more reasons to get up, get out, and explore Chicagoland on the CTA. Two of those reasons can be found just west of the city near the Chicago border and south of Oak Park. They're the communities of Cicero and Berwyn. Of these two west suburban neighborhoods, we turn to John Cacioppo, a local Cicero resident and historian. What makes this area of Cicero and Berwyn such a great destination?
Well, I've always thought of Cicero, and I believe it applies to Berwyn as well, as really representing the national motto, E Pluribus Unum. Because in Cicero's many communities combined into one. So I like to think that you can come to this area in order to shop and do business, in order to dine. You can come here to work, to live, or to worship. Reading Cicero and Berwyn, we have it all.
Just for kicks, check out Route 66. This historic stretch of 2,400-mile cross-country roadway runs right through the heart of Berwyn.
It's part of our history from back in the Depression days when the Okies moved to California to get out of the Dust Bowl to people just wanting to travel the whole United States. It still represents part of our history, and you can still see elements of our history in the United States across Route 66.
In celebration of that history, the Berwyn Development Corporation hosts an annual car show along Route 66, also known as America's Mother Road. Locals know it as Ogden Avenue. The show attracts people from around the world.
We have travelers from Japan and Europe, but we recently had a group of car collectors from Europe who shipped their cars to the United States and did a tour from Chicago to Los Angeles on Route 66. And they stopped here in Berwyn and were part of our car show. And they actually shipped their cars here. It was totally amazing.
The car show is held every fall and is open to the public. The road to Berwyn's discovery dates back to the late 1800s, when two Chicago realtors started developing and selling land here. Buyers were attracted to the close proximity to Chicago, made even more attractive when the existing rail lines began serving commuters. While Berwyn had great rail transportation, Cicero was developing a reputation as a leader in air transportation. The Cicero Flying Field was, at one time, the busiest airport in the world.
In 1914, for a 3-month period, they had more departures and arrivals than all airports in the U.S.
As aviation was taking flight, the Cicero Flying Field was on the cutting edge, hosting aviation pioneers like the Wright brothers and Charles Lindbergh. Today, the Cicero Stadium can be found where the airfield once stood, but the memories are still preserved.
It's an important part of the town history.
Today, Cicero and Berwyn thrive as communities geared toward families. Affordable housing is a big attraction.
These buildings were erected in the days when homes were built to last. They were built substantially. You can find housing stock frame farmhouse erected near the railway station in the 1870s, all the way to the well-known Boulevard.
Along the business district, check out Sonic on Cicero, with its impressive Center in Berwyn. The CTA doorstep.
Yeah.
But before heading into the stores, you'll be treated to some public art. There are over 20 works of art. Before leaving the area, put on your bowling shoes, or rather your dancing shoes, and head to Town Hall Bowl in Cicero for a little late-night disco ball.
It's not a cosmic bowling. It's when you come here to
there's so much to see and do in Berlin and Cicero. Let's let the CTA get. Here's how. So remember, the next time you want to get out and explore the city and the suburbs, you can do it with the help of the CTA.
The next time you're in the Chicago suburbs, consider this. You now have more reasons to use public transportation, thanks to a new agreement that makes it easier for CTA customers to transfer to PACE buses. All you need is a little basic training.
CTA customer Nicole Stone takes 2 buses to get to work every day, a CTA bus and a PACE bus. But now her commute has become a whole lot easier.
It's a lot better and also helps kids out that gotta go to school, and plus it also helps me out for work.
Under a new pilot program, the PACE bus system is now accepting all CTA passes.
CTA customers can now take advantage of using their 7-day pass, their university pass, U-Pass, and visitors passes on PACE suburban buses.
Previously, PACE only accepted certain CTA fare cards and passes. Now, with a new agreement in place, CTA customers who also travel on PACE never have to give any thought to whether their CTA fare card will be accepted on PACE, since everything is now accepted.
It creates a seamless transfer for our customers between PACE and CTA systems. So what that means for our customers is that they're not having to deal with the hassle of having 2 different types of fare media to conduct their trip.
It's a new convenience customer Mario Frazier appreciates.
It saves a lot of money because I don't keep one in my pocket and find extra change to get on the bus.
Every day, Mario takes the Orange Line to Midway, then transfers to PACE bus number 390, which takes him to work at UPS in suburban Hodgkins.
Now I can get on the CTA as well as the PACE bus with the same pass, and it's a lot convenient for me.
3 out of every 5 PACE customers use the CTA for some portion of their trip. That's one reason why this new agreement is so significant.
CTA carries more suburban residents than either Metro or PACE, so it's important for us to deal with the fact that we're a regional transit system and that our customers, both PACE customers and CTA customers, have the ability to easily connect between our 2 systems.
Since PACE began accepting all CTA passes last fall, the Suburban Transit Agency has started to experience an increase in ridership.
In order for people to easily get around the entire region, both CTA, Metro, and PACE have to work very closely together to ensure that we're providing the quality of transportation services that our customers need and deserve.
Almost 2 million customers daily use some combination of CTA, PACE, and Metro to get to and from destinations around the 6-county region. By making transfers between systems even easier, customers benefit, and more people will be attracted to the convenience of public transit.
At the end of the day, ridership is the most important element or indicator of success in terms of the transit services that we provide.
We're heading back into the city on board the Cermak branch of the Blue Line, where celebration is in the air, now that the renovation of the branch is complete. It's a milestone in CTA history, and just one more way the CTA is working hard to keep you on the move.
As you look at this wonderful station, it has the past and it has the future. And what this city is all about is respecting the past, understanding the future is brighter and better.
The ribbon has been cut, and so has the cake. It was all part of a sweet celebration to mark the completion of Renew the Blues, a $483 million renovation of the 54th Cermak branch of the CTA's Blue Line.
This $483 million project is really about the revitalization of the neighborhood, of revitalization, and the importance of transportation. And so for the Blue Line communities, Little Village, Pilsen, Lawndale, Cicero and beyond. This shows how important public transportation is.
This day also demonstrates the city's commitment to the revitalization of the West Side neighborhoods this branch serves, and the importance of governmental cooperation on the local, state, and national levels.
It's our largest construction project and really demonstrates the bipartisan effort that is really important to public transportation and investment in public transportation.
The recently announced addition of weekend service tops off a list of major improvements to the 54th Cermak branch of the Blue Line. With the renovation of the line comes a faster, smoother ride, along with fully renovated and accessible stations. Things that make a real difference to customers who use this branch.
All 11 stations are now accessible to meet American Disabilities Act requirements, which is really important. There are a whole number of side bicycle paths now, and that meant the travel times were very long, and that was not convenient for an awful lot of people to take public transit. It was just too slow. And now it's a fast, comfortable ride.
Commuter Andre Cole takes advantage of the newly added weekend service.
Man, the weekend's been lovely. Because it was hard for me. I was getting on the bus in the L.
Yes,
and that made me late
he's
for work.
suspended in.
But I live right up the street, so I can come up here right on campus. I can just come right on the L and go to work.
Andre uses the Blue Line every day to go to and from work.
It's really nice, you know, comfortable when you come up here and the lights and the heating, but it really be cold. So the heating, you know, get a great service.
In addition to the overhead heating and enhanced lighting, other customer-friendly conveniences include stainless steel glass canopies, escalators, and artwork created by local artisans. Completion of the 54th Cermak branch project marks a milestone for the CTA, and it's just one more example of the CTA's ongoing commitment to serving customer needs.
Just off the Cermak branch of the Blue Line is one of Chicago's hidden gems, and a warm, inviting place to escape the winter blues. The Mexican Fine Arts Center Museum is our last stop.
Escape the winter blues by wrapping yourself in the warmth and
The rest
color of
not
Mexico
next week.
while still in Chicago. The Mexican Fine Arts Center Museum in Chicago's Pilsen neighborhood has been a cornerstone of culture and heritage in the city for more than 17 years. But you don't have to be an art expert to enjoy it.
I think Mexican art really has this unique strength in that it really does speak to everybody.
The Mexican Fine Arts Center Museum is a wonderful venue, not only for art, but for education too. And admission is free. You can make the trip easy and affordable by taking the CTA. Remember, the Mexican Fine Arts Center Museum is just a bus or train ride away on the CTA.
More on that next month.